Hi everyone, my name is Sherry and I'm the owner and operator of Brush Paint Studio and Vintage in Konstantin, Poland. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about staging your furniture for sale, specifically Facebook Marketplace. And if you are a furniture flipper, you may have different opinions than mine, and that's okay. I base my opinions on the fact that I used to work for a television program here in Warsaw. It was a home staging program where we would go in, and the before was a project where the owners were trying to sell their apartment or their house and it wasn't selling. And then we'd come in and do a light renovation and try and sell the home. So I am basing my same understanding of home staging as staging furniture for sale. And basically my recommendation is to understage. And what I mean by that is you don't need to add a lot of decorative additions or decorative elements, a lot of color to your piece of furniture that you're trying to sell, because the furniture is for sale, not the items on the furniture. But it is necessary to stage the furniture to give the people looking the suggestion of how the furniture can be used. So the first thing that I like to do is set the piece of furniture that I've just finished on a neutral background. A white wall, a beige wall, something in a very neutral color. If you don't have that, you can always get from the secondhand shop an old sheet, stick it to the wall and put your furniture in front of the sheet, the white sheet. So I'm in my shop and I have fabric, and what I typically do is I take this linen, this beige linen that I have, set it up like a photo backdrop. That's all I do. The floor is white, the backdrop is beige, that's enough. Don't need to create an environment with loads of color. This can often distract. If you're creating a theme or a style in your photo, in your staging photo, you may be limiting yourself potential buyers because they may not be able to envision this piece of furniture in their own house. And that's the same sort of concept with home staging. When I worked on the TV show, everything that you do in home staging is you take the personality out of it, you make sure it's clean, you make sure everything is neutral. People want to envision themselves in the home. It's the same thing with this piece of furniture. People want to be able to see this piece of furniture in their own home, and they may have blue walls, they may have orange walls. And it is easier for people to envision this piece of furniture on a neutral background being in their own home. So the next step, what I like to do is measure absolutely everything, length, width, height. Talk about the types of paints and the type of finish that you've used on your finished piece. Absolutely everything about the piece of furniture that you're trying to sell should be in your description on Facebook Marketplace. So after you've taken the measurements, what I like to do is a light staging. And what I mean by light staging, 1 or 2 items and that's it. So for example, I have a book, I have this, I have another decorative, and that's it. And what I'll do is I will take as many photos as possible. Open the doors, side, top, legs, anything. If there's any flaws in it, take the picture of the flaw. Be honest with what you're selling. With old furniture, it's often expected for there to be flaws in it, so just be honest. Your decorative staging pieces should reflect the style of furniture. So this piece of furniture is more classical in style, so I've chosen more classical decorative elements. Okay, so the next piece I'm going to stage is more modern, and this is a shelf which gives you more opportunity to add some staging details, but still keeping it very simple. So what I like to do with shelving is work in a zigzag motion. So for example, if we start off with the top, a book again. Got this glass head. I put that on one side. So I have this little kind of retro drawer detail. That goes on the opposite side. And then I have some more books, which has a lot of color in it. So what I'll do, put them down at the bottom. So I haven't junked it up. I've just added something on each level. And what happens is it draws your eye from top to side to bottom, and the color at the bottom will draw your eye in. So this technique of the zigzag, you can pretty much use for anything you style. Just keep it very simple. If you do something on the top, go to the middle, then go to the bottom in a complete zigzag, not overly junked up. The only thing that I'm missing, which I do really like to do, is add a plant. I don't have any plants in my shop, and gives a little bit of life to the piece that you're staging. So these are some of my staging tips. Basically, keep it very simple. Keep the additions, the items that you're using to stage, keep it in the same style as the furniture. Less is more, neutral background. If you have a difficult piece to stage, for example, like a chair, just do the chair. Don't even bother adding something to it. You're selling the furniture, you're not selling the items on the furniture. Less is always more. So hopefully this has been helpful. If you have any questions, leave me a note below. Please remember to like and subscribe. I plan on having more videos coming up.